Welcome to another highly questionable work week. Do you like anything on the show today, Bomani?
Jerry Jones going all Peter Tosh with it. Yeah. Don't criticize it.
Dale, papi.
Do you expect North Carolina to beat Gonzaga tonight?
I mean, can you expect anything tonight? Both of these teams have an equal number of first-round picks. Both of these teams were the best in the sport this entire season. The point spread is between 1 and 2 points in the favor of North Carolina based on the tradition and history of North Carolina more than anything else. But I don't think one of these teams is better than the other in a one-game sample involving college kids. I don't think you can expect anything except a tight game.
So here's the thing. These are two teams kind of kicking it old school in the sense they're beating you with size and experience. But what happens if that's what you've had against everybody else and now the team on the other side has the exact same thing? Kennedy Meeks, are you going to be able to do the same thing that you did in the semifinal against Big Zag Vader over there?
No.
Probably not. What does this come down to? I don't have a great answer. I don't feel like anybody has a great answer. The best answer most people are going to lean on is, that is North Carolina.
I think that the coach knows what he has to do to beat Gonzaga. I'm telling you something, they got to go after that big guy. Karnowski, that's why he has a bad eye. So you know what I mean? He has a bad eye. That's right. They poke his eyes, in the last game, against the game coach, So that's it. You go twice there, buddy.
Wow.
I'm telling you, get him out.
Bang.
And that's
the
it.
key to the game.
That's
Bang.
right. Your three assistants, Mo, Larry, and Curly.
He said the big deal that LeBron yelled at Tristan Thompson during a timeout last night.
Last week, we're killing the Cavs for losing. This week, they win a game, and we still coming for you. Double overtime against the Pacers. What do you expect? Paul George coming around the screen. Tristan Thompson apparently thought they were going to play that differently. LeBron about losing his mind. Tristan Thompson about had it. Mario Chalmers never screamed back. Tristan Thompson has had enough. This is so passive-aggressive, by the way. All this hand-waving, all this talking to someone else, all this mad, all of this.
26 and a half left.
Kevin Love, not sure what to do.
I've been there, Tristan. I've been there. I understand. I usually just take it. The way to move there is just take it. Take it and don't say anything, and then they'll ignore it.
Yeah, Kevin Love's like, look, my name's Bennett, and I ain't in it. Now, is that a big deal? I don't know. But we are at the point now where human stuff does matter, and we have seen teams fall apart in the playoffs simply because they're sick and tired of being around each other.
Well, it became a bigger deal because LeBron himself said after the game, I'm really sorry about that. I need to be better about yelling at my teammates in front of people. I am disrespecting them. I'm showing them up by doing that. I do think it matters what was being yelled, because if what LeBron was yelling, do you realize how much money me and my agent got you this offseason? How about you do your job? That would be a bigger deal than if he was just frustrated about a pick.
Come on, LeBron. Paul George is your man. You got to cover him. Don't find any excuses. He lit you up last night. You know what I mean? He was all over the field. Don't blame Tristan Thompson, And an advice for you, Tristan, next time LeBron does that to you, you throw a punch at him in front of everybody. So in that way, he knows that he can't fool around with you anymore.
The only person that would recommend you try to punch LeBron would be a realtor.
All of Miami will be behind you, Tristan. Believe me, we'll be behind you 1,000%. You throw 1, 2, 3, 4, got him all over the place. And if LeBron is on the ground, I'll do my thing. I'll come in and kick him, beat him up, kick him again, beat him up. But only if he's on the ground now.
If he's on the ground, my father will help you, Tristan. If he's on the ground and people are holding him down.
What just happened?
Was it disrespectful for JaVale McGee to take a 3 at the end of a blowout win against the Wizards?
Everyone seems to agree that it was disrespectful. Steve Kerr is apologizing publicly and profusely. Here it is. That normally doesn't happen. That was a flagrant 1 because Brandon Jennings did that on purpose.
Little flop.
And then after the game, here's what Brandon Jennings had to say, and John Wall agreed with most of this.
It was very disrespectful. Thank God he didn't go to the rack. Probably would have been worse for him. But a time like that, I think you should just let the clock run out. I think it was already disrespectful that they were trying to get Draymond Green a triple-double. Steph was out there with 40, so I just felt it was disrespectful. I'm old school, so like I said, you better be glad he shot that 3 and then go to the rack.
This is all compounded frustration, though. You're losing by 20, and they were already mad about Draymond Green being out there shooting threes just to get his triple-double, and then JaVale McGee. Most teams in that situation just run out the clock. They don't take a 3, and they don't take a 3 with their big guy out there clowning.
Why is he acting like this is baseball, man? Like, I'm a little disappointed in Brandon Jennings and these cats. Yes, I understand you got on the plane and you got smoked. Nobody likes that. I guess I would feel different if that was Klay Thompson shooting a three. It's JaVale McGee. The only chance he gets to shoot a three is in a game like that one. And on top of it, you think there's a thought process behind that? I got balls. Shot clock going down. I need to get this thing up. Come on,
JaVale.
man.
It's JaVale. Shouldn't we grade on a JaVale curve?
Wow, the Warriors are going to be really tough to beat on the playoff if JaVale start taking threes and making them, you know? It's going to be tough for all the other teams.
Honestly, JaVale McGee can make threes. He'd be like one of the 5 best players in the league.
But here's the thing. They have a 7-footer who can make threes like that. It's Kevin Durant.
Wow, that's a good point.
How much impact would Adrian Peterson really have on the Patriots?
Adrian Peterson, not going to your sorry little losing team. He has visited the Seattle Seahawks. Now he is going to visit the New England Patriots. Now, we heard he might do that, but the question always came back to, what are the Patriots going to do with a running back who doesn't catch the ball? That's before we even get to the fact that Adrian Peterson is old. The answer maybe comes down to, LeGarrette Blount had 1,100 yards and 18 touchdowns in that offense. If he's got something left, they'll be the ones to figure out what to do with him.
Never mind LeGarrette Blount, 18 touchdowns. They had a guy who was an actual stand-up comedian in the offseason who scored 4 touchdowns in a game and ended up on the cover of Sports Illustrated. What was his name? Jonas Gray?
Gray, yeah.
Something Gray. They went from gray to white, but they did it with Gray.
200 yards in that game, by the way, and I don't know if he ever played again.
Wow, Belly, he scouts the comedy clubs?
Yes.
Boy, that guy's amazing.
Yeah, he got booed and they saw how quick he was and he was dodging all the debris.
He doesn't laugh at comedy clubs. He finds running backs who score 4 touchdowns in a game.
Are you surprised that Jerry Jones reportedly backs lifting the NFL weight ban?
This is according to Mike Florio. Pro Football Talk says in a group of owners, a private conversation, he said he'd like a little more leniency in a couple of different areas. The weed, when it comes to the weed, and also off-field issues being something that ends up getting treated punitively by the NFL. I'm not surprised that he would be either progressive or old school. I'm not sure which one this would be when it comes to Jerry Jones. He doesn't mind the circus around the huddle. He welcomes a lot of attention. He's the guy who brought in Greg Hardy. He doesn't care if the guys are a little bit rebellious when they're near the violence and around the violence. He's not someone who minds this kind of stuff.
Yeah, but let's be careful not to compare Greg Hardy to somebody that's just smoking weed. Now, that's Randy Gregory, who also plays for the Cowboys. And Jerry Jones has to be looking around and being like, guys, all this weed thing does is make us look bad because we only talk about it when somebody fails a test. If we didn't do the testing, it probably wouldn't wind up being a problem. Jerry Jones is not really a moralist about these things. He is wildly self-interested, and he's one of the men who's smart enough to look around at that policy and say, dude, we are hustling backwards right now.
And Jerry Jones just became the most popular owner
Yes,
in the NFL with the players.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah, there it is. Everybody's going to want to start to play for Dallas now.
How should Mississippi State feel about snapping UConn's winning streak but then losing the title?
Shout out to South Carolina, by the way. That would be the team that actually won the national championship. But Mississippi State hit the biggest shot maybe in the history of women's college basketball, the one we'll remember the most at the very least. Here's Morgan Williams. She's 5'2", 5'11" wingspan. Got him. Got him. Now, the thing is, this isn't the championship game, right? They played in the championship game, and they lost to South Carolina, and this should not be a question about how this should feel relative to the title, right? The only thing is, once you get to the title game and Mississippi State's head coach does not play Williams for the fourth quarter, saying that she wasn't playing with enough energy, now you start looking back at that and being like, what in the world just happened here?
That has to feel really good for them right up until it didn't feel really good for them. South Carolina is getting overshadowed here. This is the one that we will end up remembering, but that season ends with a loss. And when you get to the tournament and your season ends with a loss, it doesn't much matter who you've beaten before that. That feels really bad.
Well, I picked South Carolina to win it all. They did.
Okay, but you picked them in the men's sport, Bobby. You
Oh,
don't
that
get
too?
credit for that. I mean, wait a minute. You didn't pick that tournament. What kind of bogus stuff is that?
You know
I
damn
did
well
it.
Dawg Staley ain't Cuban.
Coming up next on Highly Questionable.
Whoa, ruh-roh.
Oh, you got to be careful. Yeah, you can jump.
Time to play the game that is very confused and scared right now. Do you question?
Don't joke like that at your age. You give us topics and events, and we question them.
Do you question if Matt Bum should start playing the field?
Oh, wow, we're really carrying on that, like, 1990s first syllable nickname thing. Okay, we'll do that. Madison Bumgardner. Yeah. I mean, it's not just these home runs. That's a rope, man.
Yeah.
And relative to innings pitched, by the way, as a pitcher, he's got more home runs than Babe Ruth did and a better ERA plus. And holy,
Good God. It's not just that he hits the ball, it's that they know he can hit and he hits it that far. He's probably the best hitting pitcher that we've had since Babe Ruth.
yeah, and I don't know if it's necessarily, I mean, yeah, you put him in the field, right? I mean, they don't seem to have anybody who hits this well. The problem is they don't have anybody that pitches that well either.
Right.
I don't want to like him, though, because he's like everything about baseball that I don't like, no fun and everything else. And then he does that.
You know, that pitcher, he has to be able to read that scouting report. It says, don't throw a fat pitch down the middle of the plate to this guy. And he did it. He threw a fat one right down the middle of the plate, and that's what happened.
Zach Greinke,
That's right.
be better at your
That's
job,
right.
Zach Greinke.
That's right,
read
buddy.
the scouting report,
Where's
Zach
the
Greinke.
scouting report? You got to read the scouting report.
That's got to be on every scouting report, right? Don't throw a fat pitch right down the middle.
Do you question if Gronk should have been out there?
I don't wish career-ending injury on anybody, but it would have been kind of perfect, wouldn't it have been? If Gronk had ended his career at WrestleMania, it would have been the
They're
way
gonna blame me for that. You realize they're gonna blame me for you saying
It would have been the way
that.
for him to go out. I'm not saying that he should have gone out that way. I'm saying it would have been pretty perfect. Let's check out Gronk at WrestleMania. Yeah!
You sit on some J's?
Yeah!
Oh,
I mean, he seems to think that it's real. I think Gronk believes everything he's doing there is real.
Hey, who is he wrestling against? Lord Baltimore?
The tongue hanging out. That's exactly what I thought that would all look like, incidentally.
He never has to grow up.
No, he doesn't.
And, like, the Patriots let him do this, and it doesn't seem like the best idea. He had back surgery, but they let him do this. Of note, Pac-Man Jones tried to do this a while ago, and the Titans, who had his contract, said no. You know why? Because everybody was out there cheering for Gronk. It wasn't going to be cheers from Pac-Man, not knowing we can say on television.
I think, incidentally, by the way, security tried to stop. The one person in that entire arena who didn't know that Gronk was there for that was security that's tried to stop him as he tried to get into the ring.
What kind of a fight was that? I mean, the other fighter didn't put up a good
That's
fight
right.
at all.
That's
I mean,
true.
he was hit and he just
right.
hit the deck. That's
Yeah.
it, buddy. I can do the same thing for less
Yeah.
money. That's right.
You would break into pieces.
I think that fight might have been fixed, you know. That's a possibility.
Oh, startling accusation by my father.
Expose into wrestling.
Somebody get on that journalistically.
Do you question if Zion Williamson is running out of dunks?
We've shown you this young man before. He's a highly touted recruit out of South Carolina, and he dunks like a young man who's going to get the hell out of South Carolina. Watch this. Oh, my God.
Woo! Wait a minute. No, that kid's not a junior.
Wow.
Is he a junior in high school? I mean, what are you kidding me? Can you imagine me as a junior in high school playing against that as a junior in high school?
Dude, they wouldn't let you play against me as a junior in
mean,
high
what
school.
is that?
I mean, just so we're clear about this. No, we can't imagine you playing him against junior in high school. No.
We sure as hell don't imagine you dunking now or then. That's it.
I used to be able to dunk even before I was 6 feet tall. What about you?
No, I've never dunked.
Oh,
No,
man.
No, I was not very. I was better at finger rolls.
And dinner rolls.
Oh.
Yeah, there it is. Ba, ba, ba. All kinds of rolls.
To be fair,
Yes.
in some places, dinner roll is a slang for
Yeah,
finger
dinner
roll.
rolls are delicious. I'm not going to come out against dinner rolls. What's the matter with dinner rolls?
And cinnamon rolls.
Yes,
That's right,
yes.
buddy. Dinner
and,
rolls, you know.
Yeah, and finger sandwiches too while we're at it. If you want to go the
Tootsie
other way
rolls.
on that, delicious finger sandwiches. Chicken fingers,
Tootsie rolls.
chicken fingers as well.
Hawaiian rolls.
If you want to keep doing it, chicken fingers.
Do you question whether this was an accident?
Okay, this is our favorite kind of story right here. Let's show an accident that may or may not be an accident.
Oh, ruh-roh.
Oh, you got to be careful. Yeah, he can jump. Oh! Oh, he threw some of that at somebody.
Did he get Granny?
Did he? Oh, Lord!
Oh!
What amazing accuracy!
That'll be the last time you call a monkey a gorilla.
Look at that. Granny just got a face full of poop. How about some of that for you, Grandma?
I want to know how her grandkids really feel about that, right? Because some people really, really love their grandmothers, and some wish a monkey would throw dung at them.
That's like a superpower, man. The ability to throw with that kind of accuracy, throw your own feces with that kind of accuracy. I'd like that as a superpower.
I wish we could have her like saying something though that just let us know. And he was like, "Oh,
yeah,
you."
I got you. Well, I got my eye on you. Wait till I have to go to the bathroom.
Drop top, smoking on coke in the hot box.
No, yeah, she a thought, cooking up in the crock pot.
We came from nothing to something. I don't trust nobody. Grip the trigger.
Call up the gang and they come and get you. Cry me your river, give you a tissue.
It's bad and bougie. Cooking up with that.
It's savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 round two. 30s.
It's my bad. Bougie. Cooking up with the.
It's savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 round.
Highly questionable is broadcast from the Clevelander Hotel on beautiful South Beach, Miami. Time to play the game that misplaced its dignity this weekend. See? Or no?
It happens every weekend around here. You tell us what to watch on TV tonight. We'll tell you if we're intrigued or not.
Nope, still there.
In progress on Nesson, Pirates and Red Sox.
It's opening day, sort of. They played some games yesterday, but today's the real day. Let's check in on the Red Sox visiting Florida Gulf Coast University, doing some things with basketballs. Let's start with Chris Sale. Oh, here's Hanley Ramirez.
That's what he's doing with himself now?
Wow, Hanley. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. What is this? They're just taking... Are you
Wow.
kidding me? That's Joe Kelly right there. Did he make that or did that just hit the net?
Nah, he made it.
That's pretty good right there. Way to go, Red Sox. Bomani, are you intrigued?
Nah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't...
I want to be
Right,
too, man.
but-
It's baseball. It's opening day.
If they were doing that, we might be intrigued. Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. Listen, this is going to be the beginning of the baseball season. I'm all excited about it. I already made my pick for the year. You know, I know who's going to win it all this year.
Who's your pick?
It's going to be the Royals, Kansas City Royals.
I mean, he's only picking the Royals because their bullpen coach is a Cuban guy. Honest to God, who like eats at a restaurant where they eat fish together. It's such a weird prediction.
Bunt.
Oh, there is
it's
that.
two.
There is that.
That was
Right.
bunt.
Bunt.
It's two butts?
Oh,
Steal.
two buns. Bunt.
Bun.
No,
Steal.
no.
I know. I thought it was bunt. Yeah, it's a new rendition.
It's a new year.
Two
It's
bunts is
something
two
new.
outs.
I know. That's right. It's not the way to win a championship, except that one year that they won the championship that way.
But we only butted once.
Streaming on Netflix, The Bird of Paradise Courtship Spectacle.
Oh, it is a spectacle. They are not overpromising on this. The Bird of Paradise is amazing. Let's see the courtship spectacle.
The superb bird of paradise calls to attract a female. But what does he have to do to really impress her?
I'm familiar with this bird. This is amazing.
You on a typewriter?
No, watch this, bro. Look at that.
Oh.
Look at that.
He's got iOS 10 or something?
Look at that. Smiley face. And spoiler alert.
She retires to consider her verdict.
Yeah, doesn't work. This guy thought he had game. He's
It's
got no
hard
game.
not to feel deflated when even your best isn't good enough.
Yeah. She leaves. She don't want she doesn't want all that doing, man. She didn't want no part of you, Bird. Bomani, are you intrigued?
I suggest you come back after you get a raise. You'd be amazed that that sort of action all of a sudden looks a whole lot different if your car's a little bit nicer. No judgment on the people who like nicer cars, by the way. I'm just giving that guy a pro tip.
Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued, but that's not the courtship dance. You want to see a courtship dance? I show you a courtship dance. That one that works really.
No, thank
Ones that
you.
work.
No,
Ones that
thank you.
work.
No, thank you. No, no, thank you. No.
That's how you got your mom?
Try three. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
Are you finished with that dance? I'll come back when you're done.
I'm not done yet. I'm just taking a break.
All right, you're on your own.